What's going on, brothers? It's Let me tell you the name. Got another video for you. It's entitled All We Love, Part 26. Here goes. So, according to Dennis Sperling, winter is officially here. And it is getting really rough out there. Not just for these Cleon bitches, but also for certain jackleg pastors in the black church. If you know what I'm talking about T.D. Snakes. Yeah, him. That minstrel. So apparently, he had upset like half his congregation, and they walked out of his doors because he told them the truth. After years and years of lying his ass off to them. And their reaction to his truth is something that brothers worth their salt, brothers of eyes, ears to hear. This right here doesn't surprise any of us, because we know that if you tell the truth in a room full of thieves and liars, of course they're going to get mad at you. They're going to go bug shit. We know that. But he told the truth, and have his congregation rewarded him by walking out the door. You see, I gotta say it like this. A lot of brothers in the black manosphere like to say that winter is here for these Cleon bitches and all these broke hoochies who play around on social media, destroy their children, and reward other females for their mischief. But perhaps winter is here for certain jack-legged pastors who pimp and rob their congregation. Maybe winter's here for them too. I mean, it's getting rough out there, brothers. It's getting real rough. I mean, hell, you know it's bad when you have certain hoochies in their late 30s and 40s jumping online saying things like, guess what? I'm no longer independent. Come take care of me. I saw the video, brothers. Yes, I saw that video. So apparently, in this hoochie's mind, when she's struggling, the first thing she does is jump on TikTok and then ask random men to come take care of her. She could have taken a second job, but that does not cross the mind of these hoochies or these Cleon bitches. When they're struggling, you are supposed to stop what you're doing, run to the fucking ghetto, and take care of them. That's what they really believe. And this is exactly why we're not short of apathy when it comes to these tribes getting thrown out and evicted. You know, just getting evicted from their these Section 8 houses. No one cares. Because their track record, their behavior, people are just sick of it. They're tired of it. They're tired of them beating and destroying their children. They're tired of them destroying public property. They're tired of them lying their ass off over and over again, 24/7, 7 days a week. I mean, one of the brothers was kind enough to inform me about an incident that took place in New York where I think some guy shot up at McDonald's because some Cleon bitch said her fries were cold. What kind of insanity is that? What is that? But you see, that behavior right there is one of the reasons why these Cleon bitches are being evicted. No one wants them around, period. They thumb their nose at them when they see them in public. And at 54% of brothers who are bachelors is going to become 60%. I said this. I meant it. Oh, and if you think that winter's just here for these Cleon bitches, no, it's also here for these trollops. It's here for them too. It's the reason why so many of them are worming their way into these circles or putting out videos saying, women can be red-pilled also. Say, no, you can't. No. After 50 years of thieving, lying, destroying your children, and get behind these legal snares and traps to disenfranchise men and boys, you can't be red-pilled. And I know some people like to get online and say things like, well, these ladies were tricked, they were brainwashed. No. The machinery of the state gave them a choice, and they took it because they lacked the character to stay on their own 2 feet. It's always been that way. That's why the serpent was able to beguile Eve and not Adam. I'm going to say it again. The serpent was able to beguile Eve, not Adam. The deception runs deep. And a sizable portion of men are getting wise to this game. Even the young ones. I mean, you got certain Gen Z young men. I mean, you know it's bad when even Gen Z young men are telling younger men to buy passports and get the hell out. They say if you're interested in dating or marriage, you won't find it here in the West. Get your passport. I'm hearing this from Gen Z brothers. Young men. Now, the ones who don't want them to leave are, of course, these bitch-made simps and these 40-plus-year-old derelicts, YouTube winos, who are going above and beyond to shame brothers who have bought passports and have been outside the matrix. These individuals are broke. They're bums. Pompous charlatans. No different than the pieces of fat shit who went above and beyond to call educated brothers Oreos for getting their degrees, their certifications, and stacking green, rather than chasing tail or allowing old boomer simps to steer them into failure. The culture is ass backwards. It's ass backwards, and even the Gen Z brothers are getting wise to this game. They understand that. And I say more power to them. These Creon bitches are up shit creek without a paddle. They're hurting out here. And to be quite honest, I don't give a damn. They did this to themselves. They did this to themselves. How's the hot girl summer coming along, huh? How's that going? It's just one big fucking joke. Now, I'm saying that to say this. You brothers who have already left those major American cities and are in those diverse suburbs or on your own land, keep doing what you're doing. You hear me? Keep doing what you're doing. Sure, it's going to get rough out here. It's going to get rough, but it's up to us to learn and just to adapt. These trollops and these Cleon bitches are just now learning that the state is no substitute for a husband. The state is no substitute for a father. The state is no substitute for a man who protects and provides. They're just now learning that. Well, let them keep learning. Because your self-preservation comes first. Your survival comes first. Never forget that, brothers. Never forget that. And if you got sons, nephews, cousins, give them the playbook. Make sure they're hip to this game. Because the more of them that you can reach, the better. We don't need any more We don't need any more of these Brittany Renners. We don't need any more of these hoochies. We don't need any more of these shameless Jezebels steering men into failure or setting men up to be robbed and murdered in this day and age. We don't need any more of this shit. And we don't need any more 40 or 50-year-old simps online trying to steer young men into failure. We don't need any more of that shit neither. Call them out. That's my message to you, brothers. Call them out. Don't forget why we left. This is L.O.M. McTow. That's all I got for you. But the video, like, share in the commentary, feel free to subscribe. If you want to donate, visit my channel, you find a tip jar on the upper right hand side of the screen. That's G+icon. All right, brothers, you know the drill. You know what I'm saying? Go away, live away. SYSBM. That's for these ditch pigs. That's for these Cleon bitches. That's for these trollops. And those are problem we say how we say it. Give them nothing. This has been McTow PSA. More comes tight. See you soon.